Welcome back to Fun in Tim's Garden. We are ready to plant tomatoes, finally. Now normally I wait until February to do this, mid-February. It's now late February, almost March. I'm a little behind my schedule. If you check the U of M website, which I have on the description, it says I'm actually supposed to start 2-3 weeks from now. Here's the deal. I just can't wait. I love to get my tomatoes in the soil. Now, going by my schedule, usually what happens is they're gonna get about this big, maybe a little bigger by early April. That's about a month out from right now. We're gonna get them outside into the greenhouse, hopefully sooner than later. If we're lucky, it'll be mid-April. This is Minnesota, can't control the weather, so it might be in May. But by the time we get them out of the greenhouse, they're gonna be about this big. And if weather permits, we should get them in the ground in late May, if we're lucky. But the last 2, maybe 3 years, I haven't been able to get them into the ground until early June. It's Minnesota, it's kind of cold, can't control the weather. I've also changed my setup just a little bit. I'm very excited about this. I've added a light. This is a 2-foot LED neon, full spectrum. I can cover 2 containers, I think. I'm a little worried about the front end right here, but we'll play that by ear and just see how it goes. Now, I'm gonna go over containers 3 and 4, row by row, just like last week, because I'm excited about it. So we went over containers 1 and 2 last week. Remember, this is all chilies and peppers. These are just a couple of flowers, my snapdragons and vinca. These are taking off. They're doing absolutely great. Better than any year I've done so far. Containers 3 and 4. These are the very exciting ones. These are our tomatoes. Now I've thrown in a couple of wild cards here. I'm adding some sage and some basil. The idea is that herbs and tomatoes like to cross-pollinate, so they're really good together. So, in containers 3, I have black Seaman tomatoes. Look at the picture of these babies. I've never had these before. They're from Seed Savers Exchange, and I'm just, they look big, meaty, and tasty. In row number 2, I have my sage. Now last year, I planted sage. It was just kind of a throwaway, didn't plan on it. I had some extra seeds. Turned out it smelled great. Worked really good with the tomatoes. Again, they were cross-pollinating. So got to do it again this year. Row number 3, Brad's Atomic Grapes. I grew these for the first time last year. Never in my life have I had a tomato that tastes like candy. They're absolutely beautiful and they taste incredible. So we'll talk a lot about that if we're successful. Row number 4, Blueberries tomatoes. This is from Baker Creek Seed. Never grown these before. They just looked really good in the picture. Thought I'd go for it and try it. So we'll find out. In row number 5, we have the black cherry tomatoes. I grew these last year. They were absolutely delicious. Perfect in a salad. What more can you ask for? And they grew really, really well. Finally, row number 6 in container 3, the chocolate pear tomatoes. I grew these last year again for the first time. These are from Baker Creek. I just thought they looked really cool. Absolutely scrumptious. They have almost a smoky taste to them. They're smaller than I anticipated. Perfect in a salad, perfect in a sandwich. I'll admit it, perfect right off the vine. We are now on container number 4. I kind of overdid it with tomatoes this year. I just got excited when I was ordering from the catalogs. What can I say? I may have to get some more space to grow. So container number 4, row number 1, starting off with an herb. That's where I have my basil. Again, cross-pollinating. This is basil from Seed Savers Exchange. Totally good stuff. I used it all summer last year in just about everything. Dried it in the sun. Nothing's better than straight out of the garden. Row number 2. These are the Berkeley tie-dye pink tomatoes. Look at the pictures of these. These are incredible. They taste like a tomato should. They're absolutely beautiful. And the plants I had last year were prolific. So I can't wait to see how it goes this year. Row number 3, white Tomaso. I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting here. It was a free seed thrown in by Baker Creek. It just came with the rest of them. Gotta go with it. It's gonna be nice. Row number 4 in container 4 is the true black brandywine tomato. Again, I noticed I was growing a lot of vine small tomatoes and I wanted something big and meaty. So my hope is that this is as good as it looks. We will find out. We'll have a taste test for everything, I promise. In row number 5, this is the Hillbilly Potato Loaf tomato. I tried to grow these last year. I did not have success. But with a name like Hillbilly Potato Leaf Tomato, and look at it in the picture, it looks big, it looks beautiful. I'm praying for success this year. I can't wait to try it. And finally, in row number 6, that is all the tomatoes I have. So in row number 6, this grows maybe a little slower than the tomatoes, at least it did last year. I have the balcony mix petunias. These are heirloom seeds from Baker Creek. They smell incredible. They got about this tall. It's what, about 2 feet last year. Prolific flowers on every branch. Every time the breeze blew across my deck, you could smell them. My neighbors even commented, "What are you growing over there? It smells wonderful." So I can't wait. As an added bonus, the catalog said they were edible. We're putting petunias in my salad this summer. We'll see what happens. That is it. I want to thank everybody for subscribing. Thank you for joining me on this journey. We're going to take it all through summer, all the way into the fall. We're going to have prolific gardens. I hope. Thank you. Bye now.